13, meteorologist Jim Weber with your Sky Tower radar forecast.
Looking nice outside, 87 degrees. Winds are coming down to the east at 5 miles an hour. The humidity a little bit lower today, but we're going to continue to drop it a little bit more as we head into tomorrow through the weekend. By the way, fall officially begins tomorrow morning. So here's the view. This is along the Carolina coastline, North Topsail Beach, and you're seeing all the heavy rain. You're seeing the large surf. The wind bouncing the camera around there. So conditions going to be rough as we go through the overnight hours into tomorrow. Right along the Carolina coastline heading up towards Virginia. Here's a close-up view of now Tropical Storm Ophelia, hurricane reconnaissance plane. They were flying out in the system this afternoon. They found it now has that closed low. That's what we were really waiting for. Remember, had that name potential tropical cyclone 16. Well, now it's called Tropical Storm Ophelia. Now, the other thing they have found is it is actually intensifying. It's getting better organized. You're seeing some of this deeper convection really starting to wrap right into the center. So it is contracting. We're seeing all those winds right near the center, so it's getting better organized. You do see those winds gusting already over tropical storm force right along the coastline, 44 miles an hour, 37, 29, and the heavy rain bands just continue to work their way on shore. The center, a little over 100 miles away from the coastline, so it's going to take some time. Early tomorrow morning, probably before sunrise, this will be making landfall. Look at the winds right now. They're now up to 70 miles an hour. It's moving to the north-northwest at 13. So could this become a hurricane? It could. We're only 5 miles away from that, and it's moving over those warm waters of the Gulf Stream, so it can tap more of that energy. You can tell just by the look of this is not that classic looking system, but it is gaining strength, and it is working its way right towards the Carolina coastline. It'll spread those heavy rains, the gusty winds through North Carolina, up into Virginia, and then eventually weaken and dissipate over portions of Pennsylvania as we go into early next week. So here it is on the Fox model. You can already see some of those stronger winds right near the coastline. Makes a landfall early tomorrow morning, quickly weakens as it works its way over the land areas, and then just everything kind of winds down as we get into Sunday and Monday. Now back closer to home, we've had a pretty nice looking day. We've got just a couple of small showers there. You see them working their way in and around Bartow, just to the south of there, and that's it right now. 89 degrees right now here in Tampa. Down to our south, Bradenton reporting 94 degrees. Sarasota 90. Down to our south, we're looking at some of these 80s and 80s to our north, but we're looking at some of this dry air. You get these numbers into the 50s and 60s. That's that less humid air that will continue to work its way down the state as Ophelia makes landfall and works its way to the north. It is dragging that drier air down over us. Now, the moisture, it's sitting just down to our south. So we squeak out a nice looking day for tomorrow. By Sunday, maybe inching a couple of rain chances down to our south. Then by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the rain, the humidity, it's working its way right back over us. So some drier air for tonight. That's working its way in. Overnight low down to 72. Then for tomorrow, looks good. Scattered clouds, warm and dry. Daytime high at 90 degrees. On the water tomorrow, winds rather northeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 feet. Moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. High tide, that comes up at 7:14 tomorrow morning. Here's the 7-day forecast. We'll drop those rain chances down over the weekend, and then they come right back as we head towards the middle of next week. And these overnight lows feeling maybe a little bit like fall as we head through the weekend.
Yes.